Nick Saban said that he said that your weakness, I guess, would be pass coverage. What do you feel about that? And then he also asked us if you should rush the passer less or more. Just if you could decide, what would you pick?
Yeah, sometimes I have to I take myself out of my linebacking drills and, go over there with Coach Saban sometimes. And, I do one line, two lines sometimes with him and try to get my DB work right. But if it was my choice, I'd go rush the passer because I like to do that. So, yeah.
Right here in the middle.
Bryce, could you just talk a little bit about Jalen Milroe, his game today, and just the spring that he's had?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Jamil he's had a really good spring. He's improved a lot. In all facets. You can see, after a year in the system, he's really coming to his own. Really being able to, you move past to figuring out what the plays are, what the calls are, to being able to really embody and embrace the system. And now he's making checks. He's making the right calls, making the right protection adjustments. And I think you saw it a lot on the field today with, not only, obviously how explosive he is in the run game and what he can do with his legs, but he's been, consistent in the pocket, outside the pocket, making throws on and off platform. I'm getting through all his reads. So I feel like he's developed a lot throughout spring, and I think a lot of that came to light today.
For Will and Henry, how difficult is it on a day-to-day to not hit the quarterback when you're coming off the edge or coming up the middle? How did you say that the pass rush played today?
Well, not that difficult when you know who's back there throwing the ball and how much the team needs him and values him, or you're going to get your butt chewed out. So all spring we've been very cautious of touching Bryce. So, but as far as pass rush, I think one of the biggest things was like the younger guys learning the plays. It was never like the ability. They're just learning the plays, and I think this year is going to be something special. And I think you guys talk about like the 2016 defense pass rush. I feel like you guys can most definitely like get ready to see that again because we have a lot of talented young guys on the edge and the D-line room, and it's going to be something special this year. Henry?
We love Bryce too much to hit him. So that's that. And Will covered it all. We have a lot of elite pass rushers, including the younger guys. And I think we do a great job of, especially Coach Golden, Pete Golden, does a great job of drawing up pressures for, our guys to be able to get to the quarterback, and, we're excited for this year.
Yeah, well, question for Bryce and different question for the defensive guys. Bryce, adding a guy like Jameer this offseason, how important was it to get that kind of just burst on this offense? And then for the defensive guys, how hard is it to defend a guy like Jameer?
Yeah, getting Ja and Adam as part of the team was a huge, huge addition. You saw that big run and that explosiveness, really that big playability that he brings is something that's really big. Obviously, anytime you can, it's one thing when you get a run and it's a 20-yard run, and then, there's a whole other thing when it's a 75-yard run like we saw today, and like he's capable of on almost every play. So he's come in, he's worked really hard, he's fit in really well, and, to have that explosiveness is huge for us offensively.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as, playing against him on defense, he's quick, elusive, being able to get in and out of cuts, and, he knows when to run the ball, when to put his head down, and, when to make a move. You guys seen it, like that long touchdown that he had. He's definitely going to be a huge part of our offense, and, it's up to him to just be able to keep his head down, work hard, because he'll be a great player. Do they work?
Okay, Will and Bryce, I heard that you guys were talking before the game, and Will said that he was going to get to Bryce as much as he could, and you said you'd give him 2, and then, you were going to have issues. So how much of today was having fun and then getting better?
I think actually, throughout spring, we're across from each other every day, and I think it's not really. I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. I think both of us, we're big competitors, and we're always going to talk a little trash and compete. But that's the fun in it. That's why you choose Alabama. That's why we all want to be here, was so we could play against the best, practice against the best, and knowing that I have Will on the other side. We're always going at it. We're always competing. So I think it's both. So we all come out here. We both wanted to win. We both wanted to give it our all. I hated losing. And I enjoy that, I embrace that, and getting to have guys like Will, like Henry on the other side of the ball that challenge me and push me to be the best version of me and us to be the best offense that we can be. It's fun for us and it gets us way better. So I think it's both for us.
For me, I love it because I like when Bryce gets riled up and I can never I tried to get him out his so calm mood when I started talking to him, but it never works. So for me, I think when I go on the field every day at practice, I think that's one of my biggest goals. How can I make Bryce mad? And it never works. But like he said, I think he hit it right on the head. It's the competition part of it, and I think the reason why it's so fun is because Bryce, he has it all in the quarterback. And, no matter what quarterback you see that week, they're going to have a trait that Bryce has, even though he has all of them. So if it's a running quarterback, you get it in practice. If it's a pocket quarterback that stays in the pocket, you get it in practice. And I just think that's what makes it so fun because you get to see a different quarterback in Bryce every day at practice. And so, he can juke you out one play, and you got to be ready to, pump the brakes. Or he can stay in the pocket. You got to be ready to push the pocket so he can get out the pocket. So I think that's, one of the funnest things about competing with Bryce because he has it all. He has it all around. So, yeah.
For Bryce and Will, before the game, you guys were over at Denny Chimes. Just what did it mean to be a part of that and to be captains going into this season?
Yeah, it was a huge honor. It's funny, we were actually just talking about that and how it's something that when we're older, we bring our families back to and we can look back on it, and it's a huge accomplishment. We're actually just talking about it, but it's crazy to think something like that is even achievable. We made the All-American game our senior years, and it's crazy to see how far in these past few years we've come for something like that and something that's so monumental to me to happen. So it's a huge honor. It means a lot to me based off the tradition, just to be associated with the other names that are on the floor there. It means a lot. So it was a lot of fun. I was glad my family was able to be there. So it's huge for me.
For me, I think it's a really big accomplishment, especially at everybody says leadership has no age, but for us to do that as sophomores, I think that's something really special. Leadership is not an easy thing. Leadership is very lonely at times, but I think when you have the respect from your teammates and you do the right things every day, they have no choice but to respect you. And I just think that's when it comes back to how do you go about your day every day, and just to be out there and like Bryce said, see all the names and Tua, Landon, Devontae Smith, Anthony Jennings, and see all those names out there. It really means a lot, and I'm very grateful. My family helped me a lot. My teammates pushed me a lot, and they helped me get to where I am. So I'm very thankful for the coaches as well, Coach Saban, for the opportunity. And we just want to keep getting better as a leadership group.
For Will, a lot's made about the idea of iron sharpening iron on the field, good on good. After the reps are over, though, are there conversations between you and the edge rushers with the offensive tackles on how your talent on the edge rushing side can help them improve throughout the process through the season? Oh,
most definitely. All the time. When me and Neil used to go at it all the time at Leatherwood, even some of the younger guys, they always come to us asking, what did I give you this time? Did I give you my hands too fast or my set too fast? Did I vertical set too much? Did I jump too much? And, we're not going to sit up there and be like, well, I'm not telling you because I don't want to get beat. In reality, we all usually this is what you did, this rep, or something like that. Or what did I do? Did I stab my hand too fast? I was going to come with my outside hand. So I think we all work together because at the end of the day, yeah, we all practicing against each other, but the person that you're going to see in the game is probably going to be doing something that we're doing. So you know how to block them. So we try to give each other good looks in practice. So, when they say iron sharpen iron, it does. But at the end of the day, we're all here to help each other.
This is for Henry. You've now been here basically a calendar year. You decided to come back for your senior season. How much more comfortable do you feel defensively now with this group? And then what part of your game do you think you got to improve the most?
As far as improving on my game, I think I have a lot of areas to improve. I think open field movement is a huge part of my game, and I think that's one area that I can improve. But as far as coming back, I think it's been huge. I think we're gelling well on the defensive side of the ball. We got a lot of experience. Guys like, Will, Battle, you got DJ in the front. Just being able to communicate, have everybody on the same page has just been huge. So I think this spring was huge for us, being able to make strides that we needed, and we're excited for the fall.